Hello, welcome to this week's White Light Wednesday. So we have a brand new reading today for you all. I'm sending you lots of love. I hope that you've had a beautiful week. Again, as usual, we will have 3 readings. So feel into if you're feeling drawn to 1, 2, or 3. And then when you're ready, you can skip forward to that one. And of course, if you go and subscribe to this channel, you will receive the update each week when it comes through. So make sure you do that if you're enjoying these. So as you feel into it, just feel into if you're feeling drawn to 1, 2, or 3. And then of course you are welcome to book in for a session with me if you're feeling called to. I have quite a few options for one-on-one sessions and readings and all sorts of things. So I'll pop the link from my website below. But I'll see you at your reading. Okay, beautiful number ones. So I'm going to start today with the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for our beautiful number ones for their highest good today, to support them on their journey, to help bring a sense of calm, clarity, peace. For our number ones. Woo! Okay. Forgotten how to shuffle, I think. Whoa, this is a cool reading. So you have 3 cards. Warrior Woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. And Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So if there's something inside of you that is saying, you know, I'm feeling called to go somewhere, there's something that I would really love to be doing, there's something that I just kind of know inside that I want to be saying yes to, but there's something holding me back, whether it's self-talk, fear, other people's opinions, what people might think of me, all of that stuff. This is a invitation for you to just go for it, to just be that warrior woman who looks life straight in the eye, who totally believes in herself and just says, F it, I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to take the leap. I'm going to jump, and I'm going to trust that I will be caught, that the universe will catch me, and that life will continue to unfold for me in the ways that are supportive. Within that, though, it's important to stay grounded. It's important to take practical steps within that and to support yourself in practical ways when you make those decisions, and to connect with nature, to realize that you are very sensitive and to look after yourself, that you are an empath and you do feel other people's emotions and energy. So to do practices like cord cutting and really take care of your energy and how it might be leaking. Yeah. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to pull some cards now from the Starseed Oracle deck, again by Rebecca Campbell. I love these cards. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for our beautiful number ones for more clarification. Too many cards, thank you. 3 cards today, please, for our number ones. Okay. Cool. So the first card is the Void. Stop, embrace winter, create a great cosmic womb. Next card is We the Hathers. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And then the third card is Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So I feel like you might have been through a void of time where it's like you've gone inward, you've had to embrace that slowing down and being in the nothingness. You know, it's like literally, it's like nothingness in the sense of, not in a bad way, of you kind of maybe having to go within and discover what's been right for you and kind of feel into what your next steps were going to be and just kind of stop. And obviously a lot of us have had to stop at this time with everything going on, but yeah, it's almost been like you've had to embrace that and just be in it. But what this is saying is it's coming into a new time at the moment of you actually birthing a new stage, new creations, a new stepping into a new era of your life, and knowing that you're so supported in that. Like, what could be more supportive than that love of a mother and her milk? Like, it's that nurturing energy that you know that you're very supported in it. And so as you know, taking that leap, it's like, just know that the universe will catch you, that you're really supported, and that you don't have to be scared. And this card is all about expression, so sharing your individual song with the world, you know, and trusting that your frequency is what needs to be shared and heard for the world's, you know, in order to be part of the tapestry of healing for the world right now. It's diving deep and going inwards and going, okay, what is it that I really want to share with the world? And how am I being called to show up? And trusting that whatever it is that your intuition is telling you, whatever it is that's coming through for you, is perfect. And that you could never compare to anybody else in that, because it's so unique to you. And when you follow those threads that are so unique to you without following somebody else's footsteps because you feel like you should, or you're like, oh, well, I couldn't do that because of them. It's like, no, you just follow your path and know that your path is lit up for you, and that nobody could even compete with that because they could never be you. So this is about you really expressing your truth, coming out, you know, clearing that throat chakra and just expressing from your heart. I feel like there's a lot of heart energy with this. And I'm going to pull you a card from the Sacred Rebels deck as well, by Alana Fairchild. My beautiful number ones for their highest good. Oops, okay. Again, too many cards. I think they're very cluttered, or I'm just going to shuffle. Yeah, I just can't shuffle, clearly. I think I did a lot of readings yesterday. Yesterday was filled with reading, so I'm probably like, my hands are like, had enough. Okay, number ones. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. So what was I just saying about, I feel like it's about you coming from your heart. So if you've been stuck up in the fears of your head and the thoughts and worries about what could go wrong, why it won't work, what will people think of me, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, all of that stuff, I need to know more, blah, blah, blah. It's actually beyond that. We can connect with our heart, and in our heart is where we know the truth. In our heart is where we get those impulses and knowings, and it's like, that's what we want to lead us with. That's what we want to connect with, and trust that calling, and then use your mind for productive uses. So for you to actually take those practical steps towards making that a reality. So it's really about just going inwards, diving deep, feeling into what really feels right for you, and then taking the leap, trusting it, and using your mind for good rather than allowing it to hold you back. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Beautiful. Sending you lots of love. If you need any clarification, just let me know. But thank you so much for joining me. Hello, beautiful number 2. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to start with 3 cards from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Of course, you probably know that by now if you've been tuning in every week. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for our beautiful number 2s for your highest good today. What is the message that you're here to receive? And remember that this is always comes with love, with the intention of calm, like for you to experience clarity, peace, connection. And if anything doesn't feel right or doesn't sit right, you have the permission to just leave it behind. This is a general reading. Okay. Oh, this is so beautiful. All right, so your first card, Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards and wild card. Isn't that a freaking amazing card? Look at the colours. And then the third card is Inner Earth, you will survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So you might have been through a stage of feeling like you wanted to be in control and you wanted to be deciding what was coming next. You know, you wanted to be in control of what was happening, but it was like you just kind of have had to go with the flow. And realizing that the more that we go with the flow and the more that we just are able to be in it and be in the moment and allow things to unfold, especially if something is feeling like a bit of turmoil, then we can kind of ride along with it easier. If you look at this picture, you know, her breath is part of the universe. She is really connected, but sometimes we can forget how connected we are and how one we are with the universe, and we can start to want to control everything. So if you've been through a stage of feeling a bit out of control, maybe like you were being flipped around upside down and like it was all, you know, it was a bit of a like, I don't know what way's up. What this is letting you know is that you're coming into a time where doors are opening up for you, rewards are coming, wild cards, so perhaps things that you would not have even imagined. It's like, you know, there's a reason that you couldn't have controlled it, because it's actually stuff that is like maybe even bigger or better or different to what you would have imagined. But you get to decide. Like, the more that you are open to the doors opening, the more that you are in flow and connected to source, and the more that you kind of just practice those things that help you stay in your heart and open and at a vibration that is of love, and that, you know, those higher vibrations that get to attract more in of what you want, then you're going to be more and more open, and you're just going to experience more and more beauty and rewards, and you can just see, you know, it's really all opening up for this beautiful woman. And there's a beautiful message here that look what is coming. So you can see her looking through. So if you look at these 3 cards, in this one it feels like it's all a bit as if you're kind of underwater and you don't know what way's up, right? Although this looks like it's out in space. It's like she's got her eyes closed. It's all, she trusts, yes, but it's all a bit like, well, what's happening? Then this card is, okay, she's got her feet on solid ground and she can see that there's an opening here, and look at all that beautiful magic that's coming through on the other side. And she's actually like able to take steps forward. And then this side is that she's kind of walking through the archway, and look at what is opening up on the other side. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like this whole new earth, this untouched earth, and this land of possibility. And it's this message that, yes, you will survive this. And on the other side is new solutions and new beginnings. And it's really beautiful. So, that's a really lovely message. And I want to pull a card from the Sacred Rebels deck for you as well, by Alana Fairchild, for our beautiful number 2s to expand on this message for you today for your highest good. So I feel like you might have had a lot of thoughts running through your head, that your head might have been quite full. Oh my gosh, this was the same card that came through for the number ones. So again, beyond the mind, the heartbeat. So if your head has been quite full, you've been up in your head a lot, there is a message to really drop down into your heart. As I said earlier, the more that we can connect with that vibration, the more that we can attract in what resonates with that, you know, more of that uplifting energy, more of those experiences, more of that. So this is a message for you to, if you have been in your head and wanting to control things and wanting to kind of know what's happening next and make it happen, this is a reminder to just do things that really help you to connect in with your heart, to help you to get into alignment and get in connection with yourself, with source energy, with being in flow and trusting. And then as that happens, things are going to unfold for you, perhaps how you wouldn't have expected them to, but it's going to be really beautiful. And you're going to be like probably looking back and going, oh, this makes sense now. You know, I can see why this has happened, or I can, down the track, I'll probably be able to trust even more because I'll be able to look back at this and see how it was all happening for me, which is so beautiful. So I'd love to hear if that resonates for you, and I hope that that brings a sense of peace. Yeah, I'm sending you so much love. Again, even if it's just a like below or a little comment or a subscribe, I notice every single one and it means so much. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week. I have a new episode as well on the White Light Channel podcast, which you might really enjoy. So sending you lots of love, beautiful. Number 3, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here today, lovely. So I'm going to start out with 3 cards from the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Absolutely love these cards, as you've probably seen if you've connected with my other readings on here. As I'm shuffling the cards, I just want to let you know that there's a new episode out today on the White Light Channel podcast as well. Which is a beautiful episode with one of my clients, Tiffany Thexton. So there's lots of episodes on there if you've never connected with my podcast before. But what I'm doing today is connecting with 3 cards for your highest good to really help with peace, clarity, connection, calm, whatever you're needing right now for our beautiful number 3s. Okay. Oh, beautiful cards. Okay, so the first card we've got is Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, Seed the Light by Staying Grounded. Then we've got you got the love. Hadarian Energy, Codependency and Boundaries. And the Courageous Peony. Who loves peony flowers? Who couldn't? They're just stunning. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay. So I feel like with this card, it's this energy of knowing that you are supported and that you have a beautiful team of spirits, guides and ancestors watching over you, and they have been communicating with you. When I look at this card, I see the light that's connected from the top of our head and up, and what I feel is that connection to source energy, that connection to our higher self who has been wanting to lead us and connect with us. But see how there's like this archway here, which I'm getting is like a portal to the heart, but you can also see how that can take away from being grounded to the earth, because there's a piece like kind of in this picture, there's, you know, that gap there. And what this is saying is like, it's also important to stay grounded in that, to stay connected to the earth, to stay, you know, be out in nature, stay practical, those sorts of things. So it's kind of really finding that harmony and balance of being open to the signs and signals that are coming through, you know, but then also being practical and not getting lost in that. Just feeling into this for you. And so that might have been a journey that you've been going through of being in the world, but then also being connected to the energy that is that higher energy as well. I feel like you're a very sensitive person and you are quite empathic, but you've just got to be aware to have those boundaries with your energy, because it can be easy to get lost in people, in relationships. It can be easy see how this person has like lots of, it's like there's not one defined person. They're all kind of on top of each other, and that's the energy of, you know, it's very loving, but it's easy to get lost in other people. And so there's a message here for you to get clear on your boundaries, to come back to yourself, to have those energetic boundaries that are really going to serve you. And, you know, we can be beautifully connected to this higher energy, but if we're getting lost in everything, it's not really serving us. So getting grounded, getting clear on what is and isn't serving us, where we're leaking our energy out, perhaps relationships that or friendships or people in our life that we're easily losing ourselves in, or that we're, you know, sometimes we can feel like there's a lot of give and you're not getting much back. It's just like, just become really aware of your energy and how you're conserving it and where you're funneling it. And yeah, I think that's really important for you. And then stepping into what we're stepping into is the courageous peony. So it's actually showing up fully as yourself. So the peony, of course, is multifaceted. There's lots of kind of different, you can just kind of see all the different shapes of the petals and the way it opens up. And it's about being very unique. You know, no flower is the same, even within the peony family. But it's about actually allowing yourself to be seen for who you truly are. But you won't be able to really do that unless you become very good at setting those boundaries and getting clear on being grounded and solid in your energy. Because if you were to step into this and fully allow yourself to be, you know, opened up and seen in the world and all of those beautiful things, which are so, so amazing. If you were to do that when you're not yet being aware of how your energy is being used, then you could easily kind of just get lost in the world. And so it's important that you set those strong foundations and like in a really good way. It doesn't need to be scary. It's just, what supports me? What am I needing? You know, and really allowing yourself to be sovereign with that. And then I feel like this woman has really done that. And what she's doing then is stepping out as herself and feeling really strong in that, because she has a really strong foundation, a strong energetic foundation. And it's like, nobody can take this away from me, because I know who I am, and I know who I am at my core. You know, I'm allowing my light to shine in the world, but then I'm not getting lost in the world. And the thing is with that as well, when we are able to do that for ourselves, it kind of doesn't matter what other people's opinions are so much, because we're not going to allow ourselves to get lost in their opinion of us. Sorry, I just had a message pop up and it just threw me off. So I'm just going to pull a card now from the Sacred Rebels deck for you to complete this reading for our beautiful number 3s today. Diving for light. So, oh dear. This happens when I'm doing a reading when it's about opening up your expression center, your throat chakra. So again, this comes back to allowing yourself to be fully seen for who you are and heard, sharing your message with the world and your unique truth. but it's about diving for light. So basically what we've spoken about already is going within, getting really clear, because sometimes we need to go to those shadow places and those darker places in order to really connect with the potency of light that we are here to bring to the world. So it's not about denying those parts of ourselves that need to be looked at, because if we didn't go there, we would just be ignoring it, and then we wouldn't be getting the depth of what we need in order to fully show up as ourselves. We wouldn't be fully learning about ourselves and connecting with the light that is on the other side of that. So there's this invitation for you to go inward and to really become aware of, okay, how am I showing up? What is serving me? What isn't serving me? What does feel good? What doesn't feel good? What emotion is there? It's really becoming aware of what is going on for you so that you can connect to the potency of light that is waiting for you to connect with on the other side of that. Discover more about yourself. Really connect with yourself in a way that is then able, you're then able to fully show up in a way that is so grounded in who you are and connected with who you are that nobody can take that away from you. But I know that it can feel hard and icky and a bit, the healing process and the connection process and connecting with that light does not always feel fantastic. So I want you to know that that's okay, and that you are so supported and loved in the process. And keep doing the things that nurture you in it. Keep doing the things that keep bringing you back to your heart, the things that really help you to feel connected with who you are, whether it's creating or being out in nature or meditating or chatting with a friend or that really lights you up. The things that nurture you and look after yourself in it, because it's important to look after ourselves on the journey. So I hope that resonated with you, beautiful. I'm sending you so much love. If you need any clarification, please let me know. And if you would like to, connect one-on-one, there are many ways that we can do that, and I'll pop the link in the bio below. Sending you lots of love. I have a new episode for you as well on the White Light Channel podcast today. Definitely recommend checking that out. And thank you for joining me.